Today I want to discuss a topic which I've been waiting to talk about for quite a while. I've been meaning to make this video for weeks and weeks and weeks, but you know what happens, other ones come up and blah blah blah. Are we all too obsessed with numbers online? Obviously it varies case by case, let's get that out of the way, but I mean us as a generation. 10 years ago, or well, a bit longer than that, social media wasn't a thing. The only famous people were celebrities. There weren't all these people making videos in their bedrooms becoming overnight sensations. All these people that were becoming famous though, they didn't know how many fans they had. They could get a gauging of how many people are waiting to meet them outside the stage door or whatever, but there was never any number. There was never, oh, let's just have a look at how many Twitter followers I've got, oh, how many subscribers have I got on YouTube. You hear cases of like little kids, not even 10 years old, getting bullied because, oh, only 23 people saw their Snapchat story. They only got 17 likes on their Instagram post. I've heard cases of things like, oh, you haven't even got 100 followers on Instagram, I'm not talking to you. This is the world we live in, and that's how the kids in our world act. You may be thinking, that's rich, coming from someone who does YouTube. So at this point in time, I have about 1,900 and something. Anyway, I'm nearly at 2,000 subscribers, which is incredible. Yeah, don't get me wrong, but I'm not obsessed with that. I'm not obsessed with, oh, I need to get to the next milestone. I'm just quite happy to let it go up and up as it does, or maybe even down, who knows, it does go down occasionally. Thanks. You see all these people celebrating things like, I've reached the milestone of 273 subscribers. Yes, you may bow before me. Yeah, fair enough, celebrate what you're proud of, but like, what milestones are ones to be celebrated? Before getting to 1,000, I used to celebrate every 100. Now, I think the last one I tweeted was actually getting to 1,000. But the thing is, I'm not constantly looking at it. Admittedly, I have a widget on my phone where I can see it, but that's normally because, just in case I'm in the situation where I get asked. If you talk to anyone and you say you do YouTube, their first question is always, how many subscribers you got? So I like to be like, I have exactly this many. Not in a show-off way, just because I like to be precise. I hope a lot of people relate to this, whether you make videos or not. Maybe you're just like, oh, I want to get so many hundreds or thousands of followers on Twitter. There seems to be this thing in society where the more followers, whatever you want to call them, you've got, the more important you are. No. That's something that does exist within the YouTube community. There's this whole hierarchy of, oh yes, I've got too many subscribers now, I can't talk to you. I've had level-to-level conversations with people on various scales of subscribers. Thousands, tens of thousands, never hundreds of thousands. In fact, one person with millions, actually. Sorry for another time. And that's all because they're just willing to give me the time of day as a person. But as I was saying earlier about celebrities not knowing how many fans they had, yes, fair enough, they now know because of the amount of Twitter and Instagram followers, but they didn't have that subscriber badge back then. We choose to display our sub count. Like, I have it up on my channel going, I have this many subscribers. I leave it there because it's exciting. You can disable it. I think the world would be a better place if we all disabled it, if I'm completely honest. But that's not going to happen. I don't know, I feel I'm almost being a hypocrite, but I'm okay with being a hypocrite about it. It's a very strange situation. I think the thing on YouTube is not about getting that obsessed with the numbers that it takes away from the content you're creating. Again, as I was saying, like, it's incredible that I'm nearly at 2,000 subscribers. For me, the thing that I value most are the comments. Like, not the number of comments, what's in the comments. Like, if one person comes to me and says, Connor, this video is incredible, you're an inspiration and stuff, people say these things and it gets me every time and I get extremely grateful and sometimes a bit emotional, not gonna lie. If I can make one person's life better in any way, I know I've done something good. Yes, it is nice to set yourself goals, like, it would be nice to get to this many thousand subscribers by the end of whenever. I think my ultimate YouTube goal is 10,000. I'm not really fussed after that. The only reason I would want that many subscribers is just for my level of access at the YouTube space, just so I'd be able to access certain production things, so I'd be able to make more content. That's it. I'd be fine after that. I wouldn't really care. But that's the thing, I'm not obsessed with the fact of getting to 10,000. I'm just quite happy seeing what happens. And yes, I do things. It's like last week's video on Friday. I kind of knew that was kind of going to be slightly more clickbaity. It wasn't, because it still had the message that I said in the title and thumbnail, but yeah, I knew that was going to draw in more people. At the beginning of my YouTube journey, whatever you want to call it, I was looking at the analytics quite a lot, seeing, oh, how many people are watching in here. And over time, if I'm completely honest, it's just kind of faded away. Like, I rarely look at the analytics. But I think we all just need to forget about the numbers and realise it's about what we're putting out there, not just YouTube, but Twitter, Instagram. It's not about getting famous. You know how I said about 10,000? Imagine me if I got to the point of like, you know, millions and stuff. I wouldn't be able to leave the house because I'd be like, strangers are gonna talk to me. Watch it, somehow I'll magically get on the YouTube trending page with this video and then... It's an interesting one. I think it's just a generational thing. It didn't exist so many years ago. Maybe it will no longer exist in a few more years. But I do think there is a problem and I don't know how we can address it. I think we just all need to treat each other as humans. No one is more important than another person, but respect other people. Respect strangers, respect everyone. Just a little bit. In the comments below, please can we discuss whether what I'm saying is valid or am I just being completely insane? Have you ever got too obsessed with the numbers perhaps? I think this is one of those things where it's a topic where there's a lot to say about it, but no one does talk about it. So let's be those people that talk about it. Thank you very much for watching. Bye.